What's up, IG? What's up, FB? This is your boy Jarvis. You're with me. It's Christmas. And I am here keeping my commitment, man. We're going a little bit earlier than normal, and we probably won't even be on that long, but I wanted to make sure that we say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you. Tonight is it's all about you. I have some amazing people already joining us on the Wisdom app. I have Legal Scorpion and my guy, Eric Mitchell, over here on Instagram, and then I have you all. So let me go ahead and get you guys the intro so we can get into tonight's conversation, and let's talk. So be prepared to talk. Be prepared to throw some questions up there. Be prepared to give some answers. Let's get it. Let's. To y'all. Yo, so what's up? We're back. Everybody's in. We're in full effect. Facebook, YouTube, IG, Wisdom app is Jarvis TV. And tonight we're going to have a great discussion about you. It's all about you. It's the holiday. This is a holiday. Last night we talked about just making sure that we gave the best gift ever, or what was the best gift ever. That was the question. What is the best gift ever? And looking at what is the best gift ever, I'm so happy that we were able to talk about it, and I let everybody know that it's not really about the tangible things. It's not really about the how much money you spend. It's not really about putting yourself in a position of being anxious and dealing with a bunch of anxiety because you can't get certain gifts. It is literally about giving the best gift that you possibly can. And I got to give a shout out because I'm going to quote none other than Miss, I believe it was Tasha Renee yesterday. She said that being present with your presence and not a present is one of the greatest gifts that you could possibly give. And I hope that I said that right, because if I didn't, you're going to have to go back and look at it. So I'm going to take a moment and just say what's up to people, because I see Tia on here, Tiandra on here. What's up, Tiandra? I see Miss Wright on here. What's up, Miss Wright? I see Rafi, my guy. What's happening, Rafi? How you doing? I see Amy Jean on here. How are you doing? Oh, man, Merry Christmas to you. I see my girl Marsha over here. How are you doing, Marsha? To everybody else who's on here, hello to all of you. Like I said, tonight is all about you. And I'm not going to come with something out of left field and try to make you feel bad about anything or anything of the sort. I actually sat back and had some great conversations, was able to spend time with people and talk with people today. Man, and just it's just like there's nothing better than to be surrounded by people who celebrate you. There's nothing better than and just a quick pause for the cause. You see, I got my Christmas sweater on. You see your boy grizzlied up. Matter of fact, my grizzly bear is so dope that he got his own sweater on. All right, my polar bear, I'm sorry, he's so dope that he got his own sweater on. So I'm gonna show you guys so you can see his sweater. It's the polar bear sweater. You see him? Look at him. Look at him. He said, "Cold out, arms out." Polar bear. Hey, listen. So I hope that you are enjoying your holiday. But man. So Marsha, she threw in and she's diving right in. And I love it. Marsha has something that she has said, and she says the best gift I had today was spending time with my brother and his wife, my niece and her boyfriend, and my great nephew, Cairo, and my mom and a friend. That's what's up. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. When it comes to gifts, when it comes to the holiday, when it comes to this season, I tell people, and I've said this, and I've had to mention this back a few times, and I had to hear it myself, say it myself, and I like to add balance when it comes to giving gifts, especially when it comes to Christmas gifts. Don't feel bad if you have the overflow or you have the money to be able to afford those gifts for people, because now you're giving those gifts out of your personal heart, being compelled to share. You want to see them smile. You want to warm their heart. You want to give these things to them. You're not running around stressing out, trying to hurry up and get gifts because they're telling you, I want this, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Well, shoot, the reality is there are people who are living in the streets that want food every single day and they're having a hard time finding food, right? There are people who want to live in a house and they're just not in a house. They're in a tent, or they're in a, they're in a cardboard box, or they're somewhere. You follow me? There's people that want things all the time, and we spin our wheels and we get anxious over some of the most frivolous things, quite honestly. Things that really, at the end of the day, they don't really matter. They matter in the moment because in our hearts, we want them to be a certain thing. Like, we want this, and so this is why it matters. But there's nothing that will ever replace memories that are made with the people you love. There's nothing that will ever replace moments that you have with people who care about you. I heard Eric Thomas say this. He said, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. And that's in every facet of our lives. I want to push people to go where you're celebrated and not where you're tolerated. It's tough to be somewhere where you're just tolerated. You ever been somewhere where people are just tolerating you? You don't even feel comfortable. You feel like you feel you feel like it's a struggle just for you to walk in the door, and that's, if you're feeling like that, there's two things I want you to ask yourself. Is the first thing I want you to ask yourself is this just me? Because I have seen, and I've talked with many people who they'll have this whole narrative about their situation and the people that they're around, the situation and the people that they're around, and how these people think like this, and they're looking at me, and this is what they think of me, and this is what they're saying about me, and I know that they're sitting there saying all this stuff because this is what the look is on their face, and it's just a story that has been concocted in your mind. It's a story that your brain is telling you about the people who are around you, and they're really not even saying those things about you. That's why I say, ask yourself, is this real or not? Because did you hear them say what they had to say? Did you see them? Did they write it down and hand it to you? No. You are an individual, and I will say this right now, right here, so that all of you can hear it, because somebody needs to hear it. You matter. You absolutely matter. The only reason you would feel like people are looking down on you is because there's an enemy out here that wants you to feel like you don't matter, because that enemy knows that when you realize how much you matter, there's going to be an earth-shattering change that's going to take place in somebody's life, because you know how much you matter. That's how much you matter. So when it comes down when it comes down to it, oh man, thank you so much, Marsha. Marsha said, I need to hear that daily. Well, girl, listen, I'm gonna tell you daily if I can, So, man, but you absolutely matter, And when it comes to gifts, whether you received gifts or you didn't receive gifts, one of the things that I did, I woke up this morning in my house. It was just me. I'm walking around the house and I'm looking, and I'm so grateful. I'm like, God, thank you. Thank you for the roof that's over my head. Thank you for the clothes that are on my back. I come down, I look at my Christmas tree. Man, thank you so much, God, for just allowing me to have this Christmas tree right here. Like, man, I had such a heart of gratitude. Every phone call that I made, called to talk to my sister, called to talk to my mom, called to talk to my grandparents, called to talk to cousins. I was calling people all morning long. I called everybody. I called so many people back to back that I forgot to eat. And then I was like, man, God, thank you for just having food in the cabinets for me to eat. Why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you this because I know the feeling of wanting to physically be able to give things to people, to tangibly be able to hand something to someone in their hands and say, man, this is for you, and to see the reaction in their eyes, and to see the smile on their face, and to know that you did something to add warmth and love and joy into their life. I know that feeling. But the same way that can come from handing somebody a tangible item, right? The same thing can happen from you giving somebody something that they'll never forget. A hug, a compliment, a handshake, a high five, a smile, a wink, a thank you. Some sort of thing that you can do to show gratitude. Don't let today be a day where you're sitting around and you're feeling bad because you don't feel like you have the people around you that you want around you, it's okay. You're right where you need to be. You are. You're right where you need to be. You have to learn sometimes to be okay and comfortable being in your own space, being by yourself, because it gives you time to think. It gives you time to process. Yes, you want to be around people. I want to be around people. We all want to be around people until we don't want to be around people, right? You get around people so much to where you're like, man, I don't want to be around nobody. Am I the only one that gets like that? You talking to people so much, or you're around people so much that you just want to fall back, right? So, man, my Facebook people are chopping it up over here. Let me go over here. So, Marsha said, Merry Christmas. May God bless you this Christmas and always to everybody. Boy, Marsha, you sound like a movie, girl. I love it. And then you have Tasha Renee. She says she challenged herself to be fully present today with every encounter with my family, and my heart is full. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, because that's what we were talking about last night. My presence brought so much joy to family I've not seen in forever. I'm sorry, I'm reading this slow. So let me back this up so you guys can hear it in my voice, in her words. It says, I challenge myself to be fully present today with every encounter with my family, and my heart is full. My presence brought so much joy to family I've not seen in forever. Their presence did the same for me. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And you know what? Every phone call that I had today, I was present in every single phone call that I had today. With every encounter that I had today, I was present in every encounter that I had today. And my heart is full. My mind is at peace. You know what I mean? Like, those endorphins are firing, and I'm excited about what life has to bring. The good thing about Christmas being where it is and leading into the new year is it gives you an opportunity to hit a reset at least 7 days early. You get to push that reset button 7 days early. And you're probably like, what do you mean I get to push the reset button 7 days early? Well, you get to push the reset 7 days early because the majority of us had nothing to do today other than spend time with family, or other than spend time with friends, or spend time alone to chill, relax. Certain stores were not open, right? Not unless it was a necessity. So you couldn't just go shopping. There wasn't a whole lot of like busy. I got to work happening today. And I hope that more people did what Tasha Renee did, which is take a moment and just be present in every encounter. Even when I get off of this live and I go, I'm going to go to a dinner. When I go to this dinner, I'm going to be present in the moment. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to tell corny jokes. You know, people pick on me because I tell dad jokes. So dad jokes are funny to me. Um, I'm going to, I'm going to, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna be, right. And I want to challenge everybody to just be today. Just be in the moment, be in the presence. You know, be in a place where people can connect to you and with you. Allow yourself to smile. It's okay. Matter of fact, I'm giving everybody permission to smile today. If you haven't smiled yet today, I'm giving you permission to smile. Matter of fact, if you have not hugged somebody today, I'm giving you permission to hug somebody today. And if you don't feel comfortable hugging people, I'm giving you permission to give somebody a high five. And if you don't feel comfortable even touching people, I give you permission to pull your mask down, smile, and put it back up. Smile at somebody. Wave at somebody. What's up to my girl Kia over here? She's jumped in over here on IG, and we're having a conversation. It's just all about you. So I am happy that today is here. You know, I it's funny because we can get caught up into the debates on what today really is. People, if you're a Christian or of Christian faith, you believe that today is, people will celebrate it as Jesus' birthday. So let's talk about it. Jesus' birthday. We know, if you go back and you look at historically, that Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. As a matter of fact, if you go back and you search it out and you're studying it, they actually say that he probably was born sometime in the middle of the summer, you know, spring into summer, right? The reality is we celebrate his birthday on December 25th because that was a day that was selected to say, this is a day that we're going to set aside to recognize that Jesus was actually born, that he walked the face of this earth, that he lived, and that he died. Like, this is the day that we're setting aside to celebrate that, the birth of a savior. the birth of a Messiah, the birth of a miracle worker, the birth of one of the greatest men to ever walk the face of the earth. That's what it's for. If you think about it, and let's kind of go back, this is done on so many different days of the year for other things, and we don't even stress about it. We don't even think about it. Thanksgiving, that's the day that's set aside to celebrate what was supposed to be an offering or a presentation of offerings from one group of people to another group of people, showing gratitude, welcoming them into a new space, right? What's up, Tim? Oh, I see my brother on here. Donald, what's up, my guy? Love you, boy. That's my man. I see Kimmy on here as well. Kimmy, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So let's go through it. Let's go back and try to find some other days. President's Day. Why do we celebrate President's Day? It's a day that's set aside to honor, right, the presidents that we've had in the United States. That's what that day is for. Let's go to there's so many different days. Like I'm in my mind, I'm just thinking like, okay, why do we celebrate this and why do we celebrate that? It's because we've chosen to celebrate those days. Your birthday is documented, and that's your birthday. That's why when we start talking about, oh, this is Jesus' birthday, people get upset. Like, no, it's not. It's not documented at his birthday. It's all right, man. It's a small thing to a giant. You know what I'm saying? Like, why stress on that? Why not focus on the reality of, okay, yes, this is a day where an amazing man was born, and there were some amazing things that happened. And because of the amazing things that happened in this man's life, there is a whole world that has been changed and has been altered, right? That's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really the reality of it. There are others who will say that, they'll focus on the fact that it's a pagan holiday and they won't do anything. Hey, to each his own. The greatest thing that we have, the greatest thing that we've been given in our lives is free choice. You can choose to do whatever you want, say whatever you want to say. I just want to take the opportunity to say, hey, even in the time for those people who are out here debating, and I think that we spend too much time focusing on the small things. There are so many people who are upset that you call it Christmas, Christ Mass, right? So the celebration of Christ Mass. So they were upset at that. So they changed it to Xmas. Then you have the people who are like, well, don't call it Xmas, it's Christmas. Okay, it is what it is. Call it whatever you want to call it. Celebrate it however you want to celebrate it. Why go all the way back and start debating on things? Because when you start debating and you create a division, when you have division, there's anger. When there's anger, there's disputes. When there's disputes, there's fights, and fights create separation. Why not allow it to be a day that creates unity, right? Why not just look at it and say, hey, today is a day that we can love each other, that we can share with each other, that we can give to each other, and it creates unity. It's so funny because as I'm listening in my mind, I hear that song. Michael Jackson did this song called Heal the World, right? Y'all remember that song? Heal the world. Hold on, let me get my Michael Jackson. Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Y'all know who it is. Michael Jackson. Give it up for Michael. He got Heal the World. But in that song, in Heal the World, that's what he's talking about. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. And then I think the next part says there are people dying. I can't remember exactly how the words go, but basically it's all about coming together in unity. I'm all for it, right? Another song that pops in my mind is Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston had that song, I Believe the Children Are the Future. I don't know why that song comes into my mind at this point, but she says, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauties they possess inside. So it's a day of dreaming, right? Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. So right there, today you got to see children run around, laugh, play, giggle and stuff. Let the children's laughter remind us of how we used to be. Do you guys remember the time when you were a child and it didn't matter whether you were black, you were white, it just mattered who had the coolest toys, right? And you probably didn't pay attention to everybody else's toys because you were so focused on yours, where you were so carefree, fancy free. You footloose, fancy free. Ain't that what they say? And you were looking forward to whatever gift that you got. And if you had a mother like mine, your parents were teaching you about it's better to give than to receive. So you were looking forward to giving. Have you ever seen children when they're walking down the street and they have food or they have ice cream or they have something in their hands and there's a homeless person sitting there? You ever watch what they do? They don't stop and shrug back. They offer it to them. They hand it to them. They stick the ice cream out. They stick the food out. They want to share. There's an innate thing on the inside of us that says that we want to be together. But as we grow older, we start to take these things away from the kids. And you know what I'm saying? It's just, wow. I don't know. I don't know how or why I got on that topic, but I want each and every one of you to know that you are a world changer. You are a difference maker. You are an individual who was placed here on this earth on purpose for a purpose. You are the one who is supposed to find out what your purpose is. Don't let somebody else tell you what your purpose is. And on a day like today, where people are going to butt heads on small things, how about we just go ahead and just throw all that stuff out the window? How about we do that? How about we get in the spirit of the moment? Let's get in the spirit of the time that we're in. Let's focus on the love that we can bring into the world. Let's focus on the joy. Let's focus on the hope. Let's not debate whether or not, Jesus was born today. Let's not debate different religions. Let's not debate different races. Let's not debate any of that stuff. Let's not get angry and want today to hurry up and go away because there's so many people that are walking around and they're celebrating and they're in laughter and they're enjoying. You feel like you're missing out on something. Don't be a hater today. Be a congratulator today. It tickles me to hear people upset. That's why I like that movie Scrooge. Because you take a man whose heart was hard and cold, you show him himself, and his heart changes. You show him himself and his heart changes. That's for somebody. If you're that person that's on here and your heart is hard and your heart is cold and you are like, you quick to debate with people and I got anger issues, sit down and look at yourself and ask yourself, look at yourself and ask yourself, would you want people to treat you the way that you've been treating them? That's good. That's tough. Would you want people to treat you the way that you've been treating them? And if you say no, then you need to change. You need to fix it. You need to get it right. All right. Now, something that just kind of came to mind, like I said today, was just let's have a conversation. Something that I just thought about is we're 7 days away from the new year, right? 7 days away. So I'm going to ask you this question, and you ain't got to tell me, but I need you to answer yourself, right? Have you written your goals down? What was that? What? I couldn't quite. Okay, yeah. Okay, I got you. So somebody said yes on this side. Have you written your goals down? Have you written your goals down? So I see Marcia has a question over here. She says, how do I get it right? All right. So Marcia, can you expound on your question for me? How do you get it right? Because I want to make sure that I give you an answer to what you're asking. She says, how do I get it right? If you can type it in, I'll go ahead and I'll read it. And then that way I'll go ahead and I'll come back to it. So Kia says, yes, she has written down her goals. I'm glad. Matter of fact, Kia let me know that she already getting herself prepped up to come to that Impact Rally 2022, baby. Can't wait to see you there, girl. Cannot wait to see you there. Man. So I'm waiting to see what Marcia has to say about how do I get it right so I can go ahead and I can respond to that. But in the meantime, when I'm talking about the goals, now that you have your goals written down, because I'm going to assume that people already have their goals written down, how are you going to go after your goals? Are you going to run after those goals and run after those? Hear me say this. I'm not against resolutions, but resolutions usually fall off. They usually do. Goals stick. Give yourself, what's my goal in the first month? What's my goal in the first quarter? That's the first 3 months. What's my goal for 6 months? What's my goal for the year? Write those things down. That girl said VIP. That's what I'm talking about. Up in the club, bottom full of Club Impact Rally 2022. That's what that is. But VIP, I'm with it. Hey, don't come alone now, kid. Bring people with you, girl. Bring people with you. All right, so. Oh, here we go. Man. Okay, Marsha, thank you so much for being so transparent. So she says, I have been immature, poking, hitting, etc. Basically been acting like a child instead of an adult. I want to be more mature and be an adult all the time. All right, I'm gonna tell you. So there are some of us out here that have that mentality. It's from a great prophet. All right, and I'm gonna sing the song that the prophet wrote, and you guys are gonna you're gonna vibe with me. You're gonna know exactly who this prophet is. And I know normally I don't get deep like this. Okay, so stick with me. If you're on wisdom, don't run away. Don't get scared by the word prophet. Okay, because I normally don't share this, but this prophet has a song, and it's a theme song, and it goes like this: I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys in Toys R Us that I can play with. All right. You know, I'm talking about Jeffrey the giraffe from Toys R Us. So there's a lot of us who have that mindset of like, I don't want to grow up. And we feel like, and it's okay to have that mindset, but we feel like in saying that I don't want to grow up, that it means that we stay immature. There is a passage that I read, and it says that when I was a child, I did and played with childish things. When I became a man, but let's change it to say this: when I became an adult, I put childish things away. So for me, the best way for me to answer that question for you, Marsha, is for you literally to just make a choice. Make the decision. It's okay to pick and poke and have fun, tell jokes. I do it all the time. But everything has its time. And as an adult, you have the ability to pick and choose when are the right times. You have the insight, oversight, and perspective to be able to say, okay, now like read the room. Okay, now's not a good time to play. Now's not a good time to say this. Now's not a good time to say that. And it's something that you're going to have to do intentionally for a while, because from what you're saying, it seems like this is something that you do so often that it's like, hey, like people are kind of like, Marsha, grow up. And it's okay. Hear me say this. It's okay. You're not the only person who's in that boat. You know, I've met people who have what I call, they have arrested development, where in their mind they're still 16, 17, 18, and we know who these people are. These are people who are like 40, 50, 60, 30, you know, still acting like they're in high school, 25, still acting like they're in high school, right? They're still living off of who they were back in the day. Those people are dealing with some form of arrested development. It's okay. We're going to pray for them. We're going to get them out of there. But when you start to mature, when you make up your mind to say, listen, I'm going to mature. And I can say this about you, Marsha. You have asked me some very mature questions. So you are a grown woman. You are a mature woman. The thing that I would tell you to do is intentionally, you don't have to change who you are, because there's a man who loves you for who you are, who's going to want to be with you for who you are. But when you feel yourself wanting to do the immature things, before you do the immature things, read the room. Ask yourself, is this something that is is this going to offend somebody? Is it going to make somebody angry? You know, should I even be doing this? And I would also recommend to you that you read books. And so what I want to do, I would say a good book to read, and I don't know why this popped in my head, is a book, Atomic Habits. That is a great book to read. Read Atomic Habits. And as you read books like that, a book that I've been reading, and I've read this book so many times. Where's that? Right here. Boom. I got it right behind me because I just reading it. So it's called The Go Giver. That's another good book. And the reason I'm recommending these books, and some of you are probably listening like, well, what do those books have to do with her personality? What do they have to do with her being more mature? When you read these books, like especially The Go Giver is a book. It's a fictional book, right? But it gives non-fictional type of situations, and in reading that, you'll recognize the maturity level of the individuals that are in here, and it'll start to turn something like a switch. It'll start to turn a switch in your mind. With Atomic Habits, it'll also do the same thing. All of the books that I read challenge me to be better. Even when I read my own book, it challenges me to be better. So Kia over here says she recognizes the issues, and that's the beginning of change. That's exactly it. You recognize the issues. You've listed them out. Matter of fact, we've all read them. It's out here in public, and that's the beginning of change. That's the first step, being able to identify where you are. Matter of fact, the law of destination starts with location. Identify where you are and go in that direction. So that's what's up. So let me see here. And Marsha, you feel free to comment back on that. And thank you so much, Kia, for that response. So let me go over here. I have Tasha Renee. She's got something in here. It says, this year I have a New Year's provision. I like that. I have goals that I am working towards. but the provision takes the pressure away from it being my plan. I like that. Basically, I have my goals, but I leave room for God to amend them and fully supply me with the things that I need to bring those goals into fruition. That's what I'm talking about. So let me say this to that. Where God guides, he will always provide. If you feel like you're led in a direction by God, there's going to be provision that is going to come for you. If you have your goals, like just like how Tasha Renee just said, if you have your goals, if you have your vision written down, you have those things written down, you start going in that direction, you will get more on your way than you will sitting still. I have to tell you, listen, y'all, I'm telling you what I know. I have been moving and operating like everything is fine. Like I got everything that I need. And as I'm moving and operating, there are things that are starting to fall into place that I can't say that I didn't think that it was going to happen, because I believed that it was going to happen. I just didn't know when it was going to happen. And these things just started just landing in place. It was like if you were looking at a puzzle, or you were looking at a crossword puzzle, or you're looking at a word search puzzle, and you're looking for this one word and you can't find it, and then all of a sudden it just lays perfectly down. Those are the things that have been happening. But they haven't been happening because I've been sitting in one place. They've been happening because I have been moving forward in the direction that I'm supposed to go in, and those things are coming. It's a provision that's coming for me. All right. It's the provision that is coming my way, y'all. And I'm so excited. And when the things happen, and when they come to fruition completely, I'm going to share those things with you, and it's going to be mind blowing to you. It is. It's going to be mind blowing to you, man. So today, like I said, today is Christmas, man. And I want you guys to go ahead and spend time with your family. We've been on here for about 30 minutes now, and I am just. One thing about me is I'm a man of my word. I'm going to keep my commitment. My challenge to myself was 90 days live. We have all the way up until the end of February for that to fall into place 100%. We have yet to miss a day. And when I say 90 days live, it's live. It's not no pre-recorded. So it's going to be live. So what does the Atomic Habits book look like? Who is the author? Can somebody type into the chat for Marsha who the author is for Atomic Habits? I don't know it right off the top of my head, and I don't have it right behind me. It's actually no, I don't have it right behind me. I apologize, Marsha. But somebody's gonna type that in there for you, and we'll be able to get it to you. So, man, like today is the day, and if nobody does it before we get done, Marsha, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll send it to you. I'll text it to you because I know you're a part of the community. So let me do this really quick before I get out of here. So we have the Impact Rally coming up, Impact Rally 2022 coming up. I want you guys to know we have actually added another speaker to the mix. And this woman is a dope individual. Had a great conversation with her, and I'm looking forward to the impact that she is going to make at the Impact Rally. She is none other than Miss Natasha Knox. She is bringing the heat. And I'm just excited, man. I'm excited for what's going to happen. I am excited for what's going to happen. So you guys will see some of the ad marketing coming out with pictures of the speakers. I'm not going to throw no bios on there. We do have it open for any sponsors who would like to partner with us. Because I know that with the amount of people that are coming, we want to give them, I want my platform to be your platform. So if you're interested in being a sponsor, we have a digital magazine that's going to be going out. So it's going to be digital ads. It's going to go to every single person who's attending, whether they're attending virtually or they're attending in person. It will allow them to be able to connect directly with you no matter where you are. So that's something that you definitely want to be a part of. The Impact Rally 2022 early bird special tickets are up right now. If you want to get an additional price off the early bird special tickets, then you need to go ahead and text IMPACT. And I'm sorry I did not put that up tonight. Text IMPACT to 386-200-1394. That's 386-200-1394. The Impact Rally is for you. You're probably asking yourself, well, what is the Impact Rally about? Listen, the Impact Rally, it's designed for leaders. It's designed for speakers, coaches. It's designed for professionals, whether you are in a leadership position or not. You're working, entrepreneurs. It's designed for you. Those people that are out here that are like, listen, I'm ready to take my life to the next level. And I know that I'm designed for impact and I need to be around people who are going to empower me and take me to the next level. That's designed for you. That's what the Impact Rally is. We're going to focus. We're going to hit that physical impact. We're going to hit mental impact. We're going to hit vocal impact, as well as hitting on community impact. I am going to personally take time to show you how to curate your story to be able to impact people from your platform. That doesn't mean that you have to be up on a stage. Don't mean you have to be behind a camera. You can do it in the workplace. You can do it in your volunteering. You can do it in your serving. You can do it in your family. You can do it in your home, wherever you're at. And that's what it's all about. And I can't wait to get you there. So you want to be here at this event. It's going to be like nothing that you've ever experienced. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you now, it's going to be like nothing that you've ever experienced. So I'm going to run the commercial over here on Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to talk to you guys over here on IG and what's up? I see my guy Dwayne. I'm going to talk to you guys over here on IG and Wisdom while that commercial is running. And then when we come back, we'll get a nice little Christmas song in. I can't do anything that's licensed anymore. Facebook was like, yo, we're going to delete you and mute you. And I was like, okay, I will never play anything licensed like that for that long ever again. But Let Us Know was definitely the song last night. So tonight I got a song already in the hook for you. But let's go. Let's run this commercial.
Hey, what are you waiting for? Go register for the Impact Rally now.
We have some other people, and I just announced, and welcome back to all of you who are over here on YouTube and Facebook. I was talking about all the great people that are coming to speak, and we just announced none other than Miss Natasha Knox coming through to make it happen. And so I'm excited. If you can't tell, I'm excited about the Impact Rally. It is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see you all there. Please connect with me. If you are a speaker, if you are a coach, if you are a mentor, if you're a leader, if you're an entrepreneur, if you just want to connect, hit me up. Hit your boy up. Let's communicate. Let's talk. I'm all about elevating people and taking them to the next level. I am. I'm all about it. I'm absolutely all about it. So let's go ahead and let me get this. Let me play this song for you on the way out. This is an oldie but goodie. Yes. Okay. I got you. So I'm gonna repost it again. But yes, it is posted on my page. So you should be able to find it on my page. You should be able to share the commercial. So if you have any questions or if you have a hard time finding that, T Renee, just let me know, okay? All right, so here we go. Let me pull this up, play this music, and we're going to get on out of here for tonight. Merry Christmas, you guys. Absolutely love each and every one of you. If you saw my Instagram post, I put something on an Instagram story, and at the end of it, I said, if you're reading this, then I want you to know that I love you. And I absolutely mean it. And I do mean it. It's unconditional. It's not quid pro quo. I'm here for it. I want to see you win. I want to see you get to the next level. So let's go ahead and let's ride out. Hey. That's my jam, y'all. I can see my grandma just bobbing her head right now. Hang on the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better. Go ahead. This Christmas. Yo, you guys enjoy the rest of your Christmas. Enjoy time with family. If you're by yourself, watch a funny movie. Wrap your arms around yourself and let yourself know that you are loved. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, Marsha. Merry Christmas, Tasha. Merry Christmas. If I can see everybody, Keita. Merry Christmas, my guy Dwayne. Merry Christmas to my brother Donald D. Swab, my man. Merry Christmas, Kimmy. Merry Christmas, Rebecca. Merry Christmas, Sexy Face. That's what it say on there. So, Merry Christmas to you. Amy Jean, Merry Christmas. Tiandra, Merry Christmas. Miss Wright, Merry Christmas. Rafi, my brother in India, Merry Christmas. Jay Barn, Merry Christmas. Eric, Merry Christmas. Legal Scorpion, Merry Christmas. And let's see, is there anybody that I missed? Did I leave anybody off? If I did, I'm sorry, but if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, I couldn't see you. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Just know there's love coming in your direction from me to you. I love you, love Lord. I love y'all. Good night. Have a good one. Holla at you later, IG, and holla at you later over here, Facebook. And